first, just having both Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernández back in the lineup, do you see these guys playing in all three of this series?
We'll see. Most likely not. I think that getting their feet back under them, I think makes a lot of sense. Short term, long term, so we'll see day to day, but my gut reaction is probably not.
And then just considering you guys have recently seen Fott, how do you kind of look and approach this matchup today, especially looking to get back into the win column?
I just think that, Fott's throwing the baseball well against us. Good young pitcher. And I just think that offensively, I think we're doing a lot of good things. And so I like the lineup we're running out there. I like giving Andy a day off, kind of pushed him a lot. But I like where we're at. So I think that, he's going to make pitches, he's going to compete, he's going to spin it. He's got, mid-90s fastball. But I just think we're going to go out there and have a good approach. And, for me, opening up with Dreyer, I think it just gives Landon a little bit more chance to take down more hitters. And, and then we'll see kind of where we land, after he's out of the game.
Do you see a bats kind of get split up for like Kim, Paez, even like Conforto as you kind of like work way now to full health, full strength?
Well, I think Andy is an everyday player. And I think that I've shown that he's earned it with a sporadic off day. I think that with Kim getting Tommy some days once in a while, I think getting Teo a day here or there to get his feet back under, legs back under him. I think we'll give Michael a day here in the next two. So then I think that'll be a way to kind of keep Kim involved. So I say I would probably say 3.5 times a week, getting him in there to start, and also he's going to come into games too.
How tough will that be, like, once Tommy and Teo are back to kind of in an everyday rhythm? Like, can you cycle Kim in at different positions to kind of...
That's something that, as we've learned over the years, and certainly this year, that it'll work itself out. I think in the next week, I think we're good with cycling him in and kind of see where we go, in 7 to 10 days.
Is Glasnow a possibility to throw a bullpen like before the end of the homestand still?
Before the end of the homestand, no. He was up to, I think, 120 today, was good. Blake was up to 60 or 90, something like that. I was watching him throw, looked good. So I don't see that happening. Kopech, just an update, he's going to pitch tomorrow in a game for OKC, so that's exciting. But yeah, we're trending.
How soon could Glasnow or Snell really be an option for you guys? Is it still being like another month, especially in terms of like building up and facing hitters and everything like that?
Yeah, they're both going to be viable options at some point. I would say Tyler's a tick ahead of Blake, but I just still don't know what that even looks like. I really don't.
Either of them going to go on the road trip?
No, we're not going to travel with anyone that's on the IL this trip.
With Kopech, is there a sense of maybe how many more rehab assignments you need?
With Kopech, not really, but I can't see it being less than, call it 3. I think that's a safe over-under.
Is Roki close to throwing it all?
Not sure. I would assume that he'll pick up a baseball when we get on the road.
With the pitching staff overall right now, I think you guys are 21st in baseball in ERA. Is that mostly to you just because of the injuries and the guys you've missed and the effects that's had? Are there other things that even of the group you have that you think you guys could be better at?
Yeah, I think for me, just kind of first glance, we need to be better at getting ahead in counts. I think that if you probably doesn't take a deep dive to see that we start 1-0 quite often. And so when you do that, it makes pitching tough. So I think that we got to start being more efficient, certainly from the starters, to give us an opportunity to go deeper in games. The 30 pitch innings just don't play. They're just not sustainable. And that starts with getting strike one, however you acquire it. So I think that, getting strike one, and that ultimately goes to our entire pitching staff, though, yeah.
Is that more of just like a mentality thing for like the staff at large, just being a little more aggressive, early?
I think I do. I think I would say some of it is individually is some mechanics to some guys, but I think overall, I think it's a mindset. And I think that over my tenure here, we've been very good as a staff in getting strike one, and to be at the bottom of the barrel in that facet of pitching is something that is disconcerting and is certainly not helpful.
What do you and the coaching staff do to kind of reinforce getting back to that, focusing on strike one?
I think talking about it, bringing it to light. I think sometimes when you're mired in something, you're really not aware of it, and so as a staff, as an organization, bringing it to light. And I think there's a challenge to component of it, and everyone wants to get ahead, everyone wants to pitch well. I understand that, we all understand that, but there's ways to do that, and so I think that flagging that, which we have, I expect a difference in that part of the process.
Is there anything to do with Evan?
No, he's still not playing catch. No.
Where's Blake Treinen at? I saw
Blake-
him with Connor, I just don't know if he actually paid catch.
He did play catch today. He's feeling good, pain-free. I think he was up to 60 feet today. He was in good spirits. And so again, with Blake, Evan, most of our guys, we're trying to make sure that, where we're at now, we've got to make sure we nail it as far as getting them back and not rushing them. So to have them back, for the last third of the season. So I think we're in a good spot with Blake.
The blister issue with Tony yesterday going to impact his next start at all?
No, he'll be in there his next, in the sixth day.
Does Roki still have a pain, or it's just a discomfort?
You know what, I'm not sure. I know he's not picking up a baseball, so my assumption is that there's no pain. Hopefully right now it's kind of dissipated, the soreness, but I don't know. I think that, once he picks up a baseball, then we'll have a better idea. But I do think he's pain-free right now.
So do you mean he's playing catch?
No.
Start playing catch?
Roki?
Yeah.
He's no, I don't know when he's going to play catch. My assumption is he'll start playing when we get on the road trip. So he's probably going to wait a few more days. Thanks, guys.